Hey, this is a tutorial for a wipe day furnace base that comes from your starter. Great for convenience, and you can start rolling out that really big cooking ASAP. So when I start off, I like to be close to my build site on a piece of flat ground that's not like too close to my build. Use the compass when you're placing your initial foundations, and it'll make all of your deployables much easier. The actual starter looks like this. It's a simple 1x2. But there's a twist. Instead of putting the TC in the corner like you normally would, I tend to put it right here, close to this wall, because it's a furnace base. It doesn't have to be as secure as other bases would. Scoot the TC just a little bit away from there, and put a shelf back here. What this will let me do is place 4 large boxes behind the TC, as well as placing a large battery in here for electricity, which could be really handy early. So the boxes, because I used the compass to line up, worked out really well, made it a lot easier. Then the third box I used as a temp jump up to place this one right here, just crouch and move into place. Now when you're placing this one, don't put it too close to the wall on the right, because it'll make it difficult to reach. But don't put it too close to that box on the left either, so just about there is perfect. That'll make it to where you can reach around the battery pretty easily. And then you just pick that one up and place it there, and your large battery, if you find one early, you may as well slap it down. Now, if you do this well, the thing that's really great is this door right here. You can pick it up, replace it with the garage door with no problems, but I would personally wait until you get the other airlock part that I'll show you in just a second. And, you know, deployables, blah, blah, blah. You can put some extra storage in here. So the next expansion that I do is out this way. Put a square foundation and then come out here with stones and form a half moon. And this right here will have the airlock that you had before when you get your first garage door finished. It's pretty handy. You're going to be using another double door on the other side when you develop that storage as well. Now when you're placing these, it's important that you make sure that the grains are lined up. Like here you can see the static that's going left and right, left and right, left and right. That's perfect. Because there's a bug with triangles where they'll peek out past the wall and they're vulnerable to splash damage. And that gets rid of it completely. So you have this so far. Once you've exhausted this for your level of storage, you come out here and do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to demonstrate how to tell when there's badge triangles as well. I'm just going to slap this down ASAP. You can see this one, left and right is good. But these ones, they like converge toward this point over here. That's not good. You don't want that. Same with this over here. The easiest way to place these so that you're making sure you do it perfectly that I know of, bump up against the wall and then pull back slightly. As you can see, it lines up perfectly. Now, the big trick is you're parallel with the wall as you're doing it. So, bump. There it is. Perfect. Alright. So, after you've managed to exhaust all of this storage, you can really start ramping up to big boy status. You go over here with 2 twigs, and then stone, like so. Now this is going to be another airlock right here, and this has to be stone, but all of these squares in here, you don't want them to be stone because you're going to be picking them out later because this whole area is going to have a furnace in it. So if you're quick, you could just demolish all of this right in here. And this, and this makes another airlock here. So you could use all of this as temp storage, but keep in mind, everything you put here, you're going to have to pick up to put the large furnace later. So, you know, you've been working out of this for a while. You're ready to get your large furnace down. These are the expansions I'd make. So this right here, you'll end up with a shape like this. And this is right before you're ready to start throwing down your large furnace. Now, in order to keep it as fast and streamlined as possible, you can pre-build all of these things right here. So, triangles on the half moons over here and here, and walls on the far side away from you. What you'll end up doing eventually is putting regular roofs up here. But for now you have to pick out this. You don't want to place those roofs yet because it'll make it to where you're not able to place the furnace down because a procedural roof will go over the top. So when you are placing this right here, you know, make sure that you're using the compass to line up again because it makes everything so much smoother. Now, you don't want to be directly against that door frame because it'll make it to where it's really hard to replace that door frame with a garage door or whatever in the future. If you're planning on using this for, like, you know, sulfur melting, like let's say you're doing a cave base or something like that. So just a little bit away from both of the door frames, like so. And if you did it properly, you'll be able to replace both of these doors with no issues. But for the meantime, quickest way to get up to patch is jump up through there. Then that'll seal that side. Right. Then you jump up here. That'll seal this side, and that makes a procedural roof go over the entire top. So you'll end up with something that looks like this. So this is where you're at so far. At this point, the next expansion that you'd be making is for the main airlock. In order to do that, you just come out with 2 triangles, a square, windows on both of these sides, then quite a few door frames. 3 from here, that one far side, or a window frame if you prefer it over there. It's really up to you. I like having the shop front sometimes though. So you have this, the doors, this double door in here, eventually you'll move it into this spot. Shop front, when you're placing shop fronts, the shelf should be toward the left side if you want it to be on the inside. The left is inside, right is outside. It just makes it better, looks neater. I'm not sure if it actually makes a difference in the raid cost or anything, but it looks neater, so may as well. So you've got this, that's the main parts of it. As you're expanding and you can have garage doors, this is garage door priority, and then this right here. And after you manage to get, even before like one of these garage doors, it's probably a good idea to metal out this right here. Not too expensive. But you end up with something that looks like this on the inside. Pretty reasonable. This is what the upkeep is, like just as is. And then there's the cost total at this point. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna add some other stuff in here. Like the drop boxes for your smelting. It's always good to just put them down here because they help your mobility as well. So this is the way I like to do them. You can see there's a fair amount of wiggle room. Just to demonstrate that you don't have to be like real anal about the placement like I'm doing. Special, I guess. So there's that. This corner over here is where you'll put the refinery. Now when you place this refinery, make that nozzle aim toward you and put it in that left back corner as much as you can. If you do, it makes it a lot easier jumping in through here. If you put that nozzle toward that door, it's gonna, 1, create issues with replacing that door if you need to, and 2, it's going to be a pain in the ass getting through it, so may as well not. Once you start doing electricity, if you want to put a turret up here, it's actually a great spot, because if they try to breach the roof, it's going to be able to shoot at them. As far as the other, like, defensive stuff, that wall, honeycomb these out. Just like so. That's perfect. We end up with this. Here's the upkeep so far. But the electricity part. So that's the reason why this frame is put here, is for stability. Generally I like to come up 4 when I'm doing windmills, because this is going to be a windmill. And then if you stand on this corner that I'm on right now, and then just look forward, just drag forward toward that triangle, there's a fair amount of wiggle room for placing it. But you'll end up with that. You can metal this all out if you want to. It's not a bad idea. Just, you know, makes everything tougher. But final upgrades that I'd make, you know, this would be after I get like the main base all sorted out and stuff. And through here, turret on this side, turret on this side. Now the good thing about this is these turrets, if someone tries to breach the roof, they're going to buy you a lot of time, so that you can manage to counter from your main base or whatnot. You know, you can put like smart sensors on it to tell you that they're being shot out. So if you're out in the world and you're doing stuff, you can come back. But that's what the upkeep looks like so far. If you liked this, feel free to just say something, and I might do a simple farm base or something. Right. Have a good one, guys.